So I wanted to give my 2 cents on this whole situation with Angie Stone because the whole thing just seems very weird. Like, what's going on with that? I'm sure you guys have heard that, it's been a few weeks now. She's passed away. They said that she died in a car crash, but then now they're retracting those statements and saying that apparently she got out of it and then she was killed after that. So it got me thinking, like was she assassinated? Think about it like this. The last time we saw her was her, like, ranting and raving about UMG and her trying to, get her music stuff in order. And then after that she turns up dead. Yeah, that's very strange. I mean, it's already been strange that there's been like a lot of black artists that have died recently, like all around the same time. Jerry Butler, Gwen McCree, one of the members of Tony, and one of the members of the Isley Brothers, and Roberta Flack. And you could say that all those people may have passed due to like natural conditions. Sure, maybe. But the fact that it all happened around the same time is very strange. And this one in particular is very unsettling, honestly. Especially when we know that, there have been other deaths like this that's happened. Think about it like this. You've had people that mysteriously passed away, especially after quote unquote exposing like the music industry and all that. People like Sam Cooke and James Brown and Michael Jackson and Prince. I mean, the Prince one in particular is very strange because it's been almost a decade now, and people still don't know how he passed away. Like the whole thing surrounding that is still surrounding in mystery. Like what? I mean, even Whitney Houston's passing was very strange. And the moment Clive Davis' name came up, that's when I knew, all right, something's up. That's why I think she was definitely murdered. Because don't think the music industry doesn't have assassins. In fact, like weren't they connected to the mafia back in the day as well? So don't think that they don't have that kind of stuff. And you already know that the music industry doesn't want people to, well, they don't want them to have the rights to their own music and all that. And more importantly, they don't want people to be having too much power. That's why they often get rid of people that they see as a threat. That people that are getting too much of that. And it's not even just with the music industry; it's just with the entertainment industry as a whole, and just with anything really. I mean, that's kind of why they got Michael Jackson out of here because you know he was getting close to like owning like a huge share, if not all, of Sony, and they didn't like that. And the thing too is that once you start opening your mouth about stuff like that, or they start finding out about what you're trying to do, you put a whole target on your back. So what they'll try to do either is they'll try to throw you in prison, defame you, or worst case scenario they'll kill you or have you disappear. And going back into the Angie Stone thing, because now apparently they're saying that like one of her friends I was talking about, the stuff that was going on with her and UMG and all that. Now she's allegedly disappeared, and I'm just like, okay, the whole situation is strange. Like I said, like once Clive Davis' name came up, I already knew what it was because he is easily like, no, he is one of the most evil people in the music industry. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was behind this or has something to do with this. I mean, let's be like he is connect like a lot of the crazy stuff we've been seeing in the music industry and Hollywood for the past few years. You could probably trace it back to people like him and Leon Cohen and all those guys. So I'm not surprised. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's if it is revealed that he has something to do with any of all of this. But honestly, I don't even know if that stuff is ever really gonna come out if he does, because I'm sure he's gonna silence anybody that starts snooping around too much. So, but that's just something I wanted to mention because yeah, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but it's just I haven't really gotten around to it. But it's just something that's been bothering me because the whole thing just is so unsettling. Rest in peace to Angie Stone and all these people that have passed away, Roberta Flack, Gwen McCree, and shout out of course to the Isley Brothers and Tony. or RIP to Jerry Butler and anyone else who I haven't mentioned. Because again, there's just so many people that's just been passing away, whether it's from natural causes or other means. It's just very unsettling. So, for all the people, in the music industry, people try to get into the music industry, please be careful. And remember, be careful of what you say and do, the people you roll with. Just keep that in mind.